Alright guys, we are back. Ian and Ben, Such a Close Disc Golf, back with part 3 of the Jelly Jam. We got 10 holes left. Danny has a one-stroke leader with Jason and Nick. And Sias. And who else?
Leaf.
Leaf are hanging around. I want to hold 19, 340. And we're going downhill on this one, Ben?
Downhill, those trees on the left will catch you if you fade out too early.
Mm-hmm. And I believe we're working with a tailwind right here.
It seems about right, and I think even like right to left a little bit.
Yeah, I'm going to say you're correct. And Leaf. Nick. That looked pretty good.
Yeah, but I think he might have cut a little short left.
Gotcha. And Sias throwing a TI Buzz.
Smart choice, because it's going to ride that wind.
Yeah,
as long as
right,
he doesn't flip it. But a little bit wide.
Mm-hmm. And Danny throwing a Glow T-Bird.
Kind of an overstable disc for this shot, but he's going to send it wide on a spike angle.
Yeah.
And a little bit short.
Gotcha. That was quite a bit of hyzer on that one.
Yeah.
And Leaf throwing his AVR.
yeah.
Oh, this guy's awesome. I'm a fan.
340, downhill, no problem.
Just going right at it. Oh, just go in. Wow. Was that close? It looked good.
Yeah. I don't remember how close it is, but it's not that far.
Mm-hmm. And Jason throwing his rock.
Rock's pretty typical for the pros. Something, a mid.
Mm-hmm.
But it just hung up and the wind caught it, and there you go. He's in the trees.
Oh, man. Did it come down?
I don't remember. I think it did.
Okay. So this would be his second shot, assuming it came down.
Yeah.
And nice pitch out for his par.
You could tell there was some wind because he put a lot of spin on that.
Yeah, he did. Danny getting another stroke on Jason.
Wow. Big putt.
Mm-hmm. Nice work. And Nick looking to keep pace with Danny.
Having a wizard putting battle.
Oh, that tailwind just knocked it out of the air.
Danny takes that one.
Yeah, he does. And Leaf, after throwing an AVR on his drive.
Wow. AVR. Oh no!
Buddy.
Right off the top.
I wanted that one for him. Sias with a nice drive with his TI Buzz, man.
Very nice. Yeah, that actually ended up pretty close. I thought he was further wide.
Yeah, it looked like it, but it sure came in at the last second. And card's a birdie. Jason's going to be coming back for his par, along with Leaf.
So it looks like Danny caught a stroke on Nick and Jason.
Yeah, he did, huh? There's Nick's par.
Let's see what the tally's at now.
Oh, 2 strokes for Danny.
He's got 2 on Nick and 3 on Sias and Jason.
Yep. I'm on to hole 2,362 feet. This one's an uphill dogleg right.
Really well known for its par 4 position, but today they're playing the longer of the 2 par 3s, and
wow.
Sias plays it close to that fence line. That's OB.
Yeah.
What they need to do is have something turn over without going into the trees.
Yeah, exactly.
You'll see Danny gets over him and then cut back. It's kind of hard to throw a turnover the whole way, but
that was a crush.
It was a crush. Yeah.
This is a really tough hole. 362.
I'm pretty sure that was Danny's T-bird even.
Yeah, this play is 450 easy.
Yeah.
And Nick, also a really nice shot, Ben.
A little bit more of a typical line. Very well played. And that's a huge throw.
That is really huge. And Leaf, if anybody can get there, it's this dude.
Yep. Leaf throwing a T-bird.
Throwing on... Why, he's not throwing a putter?
Yeah, it blows my mind, too.
Right? But it did come up just a little bit short. And Jason throwing a first flight hurricane, Ben.
Yeah, his first time breaking this out, he said, it's sort of just a turnover type of disc for him.
Oh, okay. Looks like it's still fading out a little bit early, though.
Yeah. It's pretty steep uphill.
Mm-hmm. No, it really
hard
is.
to tell on camera.
Yeah.
And if you get caught in those trees, you're in big trouble. They're very catchy, and even if you fall, you can see how many of them there are to get through.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, super low ceiling coming out of there.
Mm-hmm.
And Sias just taking a safe par. I gotta imagine Jason's gonna be doing the same. Little flick up shot with that rock. That's like a flick backhand right there.
Yeah. Just got to put enough spin on it to cut through that wind.
Exactly. Oh, Leaf, buddy.
Oh, man. So close.
I know, right? Nick went a little long right and coming back for his birdie.
He's got a pretty close look for how tough of a hole this is. Oh, man. Nick, again, just short.
Mm-hmm. And Danny.
Another wizard battle.
Mm-hmm. could get another stroke on the card right here.
See the trees blowing. Oh, just cans it. Nice putt.
Danny is doing work, Ben.
Yeah, he is.
Dude can play, man.
Making the he's wearing the CSUMB alumni shirt. Making those guys proud.
That's where that magic is, man.
Yep.
And Sai saves his par, along with the rest of the gang here, I imagine. This is an impressive birdie, Ben.
Yeah, very nice.
Yeah.
And, you know, that's the kind of birdies that you should pick up a stroke on your card if you get.
He's probably getting a stroke in the field, honestly.
Pretty much.
I would not be surprised at all.
There might be one or two more, but
yeah.
that's a big drive.
Yeah, not a ton. That was Nick dropping in his par. Danny's stretching that lead out to 3 over Nick, 4 over Sias and Jay on a hole 21, and 422. A tiny little gap coming off the box here, Ben, can get in your head a little bit.
Definitely. It can get in your head a lot.
Yeah.
For a lot of people, it's first things first, make the gap, get your par.
Yeah.
But some of these guys are definitely looking for the birdie.
Yeah, that's a big pull, 422. It's pretty flat, though. Looking like a little bit of a tailwind here.
Yeah, if you can ride, exactly, there's some tailwinds. You know, if you can ride it on a nice big flex shot, the birdie's there.
Yeah.
Looks like throw 400 feet.
Yeah, it looks like Danny can do exactly that.
Yep.
Wow.
Very nice. Little left, maybe a little short.
But nothing to be ashamed about for that one.
No, he should have a putt.
And Sias, is this an orc? Did I see that?
Yeah, he throws his orc here. I believe it's his first time throwing that. I think for him, this was one of those situations where he was thinking, you know, make sure you hit the gap. Yeah. That's my guess, because he's definitely got bigger discs in his bag.
Yeah, Nate Sexton would be proud.
Yeah.
The most famous
orc thrower there is.
And Nick taking the anti-flex line.
Nice way to play it. Hang out over those bushes. Make sure you don't hit them. And if you can get there, you can. Kind of hard to see where that finished.
Yeah, I think it must have finished right because I didn't see it come back.
Yeah, me either.
And Leaf is throwing a havoc.
I think it's the first time he's thrown that disc all around.
Kind of surprised he's not throwing a mini. And getting a little bit of turn on that one.
I just don't think that's PDGA.
Can you do that? Can you throw a mini?
Maybe.
I don't know. Probably not. Seems like something we should know.
Yeah.
And Jason pumping that one.
I guess you could throw it. You might get a penalty.
Yeah, you might get a penalty stroke. Jay crushed that one.
Jay crushed that.
Boom. You can tell he wanted it. He wants back in this battle.
Yeah, he does.
And Sias finished a little short left, but still has pretty luck.
It's within his range.
Or he could tailwind. He's like, that is a big tailwind, man. It just dropped out of the air. You can tell.
Give us a little silent commentary on that one.
Exactly. And it looks like Nick finished short right outside the circle.
Gotta look. Wow, he too.
Yep.
Talk about just dropping out of the sky.
Yeah, people throwing some sliders right here. And it looks like Leaf finished short left, pitched out for his par, and Jason finished short left as well, but closer.
He's in range. That's right around circle's edge, maybe a little outside.
Yeah, he's been banging him from there all day.
Put him at 40.
Oh,
yeah.
Chain's not required.
Nice putt.
Nice work, dude.
But then he saw how much wind was affecting it, and got it just the right distance to drop it in.
You got 3 people to windsock for him, you know?
That's right.
Always helps a little bit. And Danny's had 4 windsockers, but it still didn't help.
He gets knocked down, too.
Yep. That tailwind, man. No joke.
The advantage to the big drive, right, is you get to see the wind on the other guy's putts.
Yeah, very true. Not only are you closer, but you get to see the wind. And Sias coming back for his par, no worries on that one. And Nick and Leaf gotta be dropping in some pars.
I think Sias is discussing the battle of taking your bag off or not when you get that close.
Oh, that's funny, dude. I like it.
You really don't want to miss it.
Yeah, you don't.
You might just want to take the bag off.
So Jason getting a stroke on Danny, but that lead, that's 3. We're on to hole 22, 289. And
it's 3 strokes, but anything can happen out here.
Absolutely. What's this hole like, Ben?
It's a sidearm hole.
Okay.
It's a hard right turn in this short position. But, Jason doesn't throw sidearms. He tried to do the turnover with the rock and just, I don't know if it was the wind or what, but got a little too hard right on him.
Gotcha. Danny does opt for the forehand.
He's got a good forehand, but he hangs his up way too high, too much hyzer, and it's similar fate to Jason. He does come down.
Gotcha.
I
Oh,
think
sometimes
him and Jason both
this
came
basket's in the middle of those trees.
Yeah, there's a longer position that's straight,
Gotcha.
but this is kind of the forehand delight. And ESP Meteor works too.
Yeah, sure
First time I'd
does.
seen Sias throw that, but he used it well.
Yeah, nice drive.
And Nick is going to probably take the really traditional line with a Firebird.
Mm-hmm. That looks like it's going to work.
Yeah, if you have a 300-foot Firebird forehand, that's what you should do here.
Wow. Great drive.
Played to perfection. Well done.
And Leaf going to throw a backhand. Leaf
of course he is, because
Yeah,
it's a putter.
Yeah. Go in.
Look at that.
What? God.
That's that same orange star AVR.
Man, loving watching that guy drive.
Yeah.
And Jason forced to just lay up for his par.
Yeah.
Along with Danny, I can't imagine he's running this.
No way. Too great.
Yeah.
And well played.
Mm-hmm.
He had all those trees on the right there. You can see he kind of had to
Yeah.
ante his putter through there.
Yeah, the rough is rough at Ryan Ranch.
That's right.
Oh, Sias, bud.
Oh, that hurts.
He's contemplating right there.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, still. And Jason saves his par. Nick with a birdie, along with Leaf.
Yeah. Leaf just like, okay, this is a tap-in.
Yeah. You want tap-ins when it's this windy out, man.
Yeah.
Take the pressure off.
Throw your putter.
Mm-hmm. And that was Danny with a drop-in par.
This next hole, maybe not always thought of as a signature hole, but I always remember it. It's you throw from one grove to another and open all the way in between.
Okay, yeah.
Pretty interesting. Typically a ton of headwind off the tee.
Yeah.
But you can't tell it from inside the grove.
Oh, that's right, huh? Yeah, it kind of goes up and then down, but ends up playing pretty flat.
Yeah.
And looks like Nick has the box, 291.
I remember Nick makes a good throw here.
Sure does.
Sorry, a little bit of a spoiler.
But this was in the air. We'll call it good.
Yeah. That's how you throw a T-bird into a headwind, folks.
Yep,
Give it a little bit of hyzer and let it just ride that line.
That was beautiful. And Leaf looks like he's going to finish short left.
The Firebird just wanted to make sure he didn't flip it, I'm sure.
Gotcha. Should still have a putt, though.
Should still have a putt. And once you get to those trees, you either have a pitch or a putt. It kind of depends. It's pretty iffy.
Absolutely. And Jason also going to finish short left.
Hung it up a little high, but he crashed, sort of similar to Leaf.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, very similar. And Danny throwing the T-bird.
Yep, going to try to pipe it like Nick did, but he sends it wide.
Could come in.
And actually, being the glow T-bird that it is, it cuts in pretty good.
Yeah, it did, didn't it? It is pretty dense over there.
You can see 3 of these guys opting for a T-bird here.
Mm-hmm.
It's a good choice, but you better have an overstable one, and you better throw it with hyzer.
Yep.
Oh, looks like he kind of grip locked it, maybe?
Oh, there it is.
There it goes.
It came back.
I don't think he meant to send it quite that wide.
Yeah, it's going to be a longer putt than he wanted.
But yeah.
So here's Leaf with his second shot. There's your pitch you're talking about, Ben.
Just got a pitch from there. There's just too much in the way. I mean, he could have tried to thread it, but I think he was probably looking at a better chance of hitting a tree than making the putt.
Yeah, absolutely. Looks like Danny finished short right, looking at his birdie putt.
What a gutsy run.
Yeah, really.
But he got through most of it, and even hitting that branch, he's still probably less than 20 away.
Yeah. Nick for 2 from the knee.
He's got a good look here.
Sure does.
Seen him make a good putt from a knee before.
Ooh.
Oh, would you look at that? Playing the branch.
Yeah, and the pro side.
And the pro side.
Got it to drop in. Getting a stroke on the card? Probably. We'll see what Jason can do, along with Sias.
Nice. Got one from the trees. He's got a look.
He does a legit look here.
Oh, another spit out.
Sias, buddy, you need to stick your putter.
Was not a bad putt.
No. Jason, a little short left.
He's in the grove.
Yeah, could make this, though.
Uh-huh.
Oh, bang, bang.
Would you look at that?
That was a great putt from Jay.
Would you just look at it? Just look at that putt.
Doesn't want Nick to have the only birdie,
No.
feel lonely or something like that,
That's right.
He's considerate. Danny for his par.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And what are we looking at on the leaderboard here? Let's see him tap out.
Yeah, but Danny's losing a stroke to Nick and Jason.
Yeah, those guys were both in the hunt.
Mm-hmm. So Jason was only back by 2, so should
Even
be back
Leaf
by
has
1.
been playing pretty good these last few holes, so he should be getting close.
Yeah, there it is.
He's still a bit back, but Nick only 1 behind, Jason 2 behind.
Mm-hmm.
Size 4.
Yeah.
Size would be 2 if those putts had just stuck the last 2 holes.
I know, right? On a hole 24, 367. It's just on the other side of that tree. Actually, just to the right of it. And this one's pretty downhill, right, Ben?
Yeah, very downhill. Remember how the wind usually plays on this hole?
I think of right to left.
That sounds about right.
Yeah.
And yeah, you can see throwing the Firebird, and sure enough, a lot of right to left.
Yeah. It looks like Nick finished pin high but left.
Yeah.
And Jason throwing his X-Cal. Steve Brinster would approve.
Yeah. Of course, I think Brinster throws the Eco Star.
I believe you're correct, Ben, yeah. And that's fading in beautifully. Oh, man.
Very nice.
What a shot. Even gives himself a tailwind putt.
Yeah.
And Leaf. Mid.
I think he's throwing a rock, yeah. Casey Crow rock.
Mm-hmm.
And look at this. Just look at it.
What?
Wow.
Beautiful shot.
Do it. Putters and mids all day.
Uh-huh. And Danny going with the Firebird.
Gonna send it wide, but again, too much hyzer.
Tons of hyzer on that one, man. Yeah.
Just sent it way left.
Mm-hmm. That's probably going to be a par.
Those glow discs, man.
Mm-hmm. They're stable.
Yeah, uh-huh.
And Sias throwing his Avery T-Bird.
It's pretty overstable, but he sends it really wide. Actually, yeah, ended up pretty close.
Yeah. And
Danny's way left. He's pretty much, I think, just pitching up here.
Yeah.
Maybe a slight run, but yeah, pretty close.
Yeah. And,
With the lead, you don't want to mess that up right here.
Absolutely, yeah. And Sias for a 2. Gets
Oh,
one
there we
stick.
go. That one stays in.
Yeah.
Despite the big bounce off the pole, it looked like.
I know, right? I was thinking about coming back out.
Yeah.
It looks like Nick finished just a little bit left. Should be able to make this birdie putt. Atta babe.
Oh, yeah.
And Jason for his birdie. Doing work. And
Sias just won the Good Neighbor Open out here in Santa Cruz.
Oh,
It's
cool.
a tournament on the ball golf course at the La Viega.
Oh, right on.
Shot a 600 and 9 under on a really hard course and
Wow.
ended up winning by 5 strokes.
Killing it.
Yeah.
And,
Right after a SenCal Championships win, actually, on the Saturday, he went back-to-back days with wins.
That's a good weekend.
Yeah. Guess he shot a 14 down on that Saturday.
Wow. Danny, with the card, the only par, losing a stroke, and Nick is tied with him for the lead. Jason's one back on a hole 25, 326. This is very uphill.
Got drama.
Yeah, lots of drama. Pretty wide open, but it probably plays closer to 400, right, Ben?
Yeah, I'd say maybe more like 375.
Okay, I'll give you that one.
It's reachable, but it's a big pull. And
Yeah.
you got that tree on the right side that's going to prevent a lot of big ante shots, big flex shots.
Mm-hmm.
You got to, start left and get around that tree before it comes back.
It's too late. Yeah.
It looks like Nick finished a little short left.
Nick might have been a little too afraid of the tree. I don't know, or just didn't give it enough ante.
Yeah, it didn't really turn over for him. Jason's throwing that boss, and he's definitely been getting some flip on this one.
Yep.
There is a little bit of left to right wind on this one.
Yeah, he just doesn't quite get enough Anheuser, and ends up left of the pin.
Almost pin high, though.
Yeah.
Should have a putt at least. And Leaf is
Throwing a driver, what's wrong with him?
I know,
Must be
right?
a long shot.
Yeah. At least it's a fairway driver, right?
It's a fairway driver.
Yeah. And he throws on an ante line and getting some coast, but again,
Yeah.
not as much as he wanted.
He'll have probably like a look.
Mm-hmm. Sias throwing his giant. What's a giant like? Is it a boss or a destroyer?
I'd say more overstable than a boss.
Okay.
I've actually seen a varying degree of stability in him.
Uh-huh.
That was a nice one.
Sure was. Great pull from
What does
Sias.
a giant compare to? Probably kind of like an Excalibur or a Max.
Okay.
But I've seen some that are fly more like destroyers.
Gotcha. And Danny throwing a hyzer flip at the bucket. That looked good, Ben.
Yeah,
Whoa.
that is good.
Wow.
Part. That's how you do it.
That's how you get that stroke back you lost in the last hole.
Uh-huh.
Nick looking to keep pace with Danny, though. That's a long putt. That's a par.
He says, sorry for wasting your time.
Looks like Leaf finished just a little bit short and left as this for a 2. Hey, how about that, Ben?
Wow, big putt.
Yeah, huge putt.
Go Leaf. And a little parkour.
Nice, man. And Jason finished pin high left as this for his birdie.
What a pretty backdrop.
Yeah.
If I might just say all the ice plant in the sky right there.
Yeah.
I got a little lost. I forgot what happened. Oh, yeah, Jason almost made it.
Yeah, I almost made it. Sias went long, Ben. What?
Oh, my God. Sias
What
just had enough of these spit outs.
What the deuce, man? That one came right back at him.
Yeah, yeah.
Dan-
He's hitting the pole on a few of them.
Yeah, he is. Danny carding the birdie, though.
Yeah.
Right there.
Oh, wow. Tap in.
Yeah, unbelievable drive. I haven't seen much better than that.
Uh-uh.
Don't know that you could do much better than that.
It'd be tough.
It would. Nick with the par. And Danny back in the lead. Has 1 over Nick, 2 over Jay. On a hole 26, 425.
26 is definitely a signature hole of the course.
Oh, yeah.
This
I like
is the
this one.
short position, the 425 downhill.
Yeah.
The wind, I think, plays right to left pretty strong usually, with maybe a bit of head wind.
Accurate. Yep. And Leaf has the box, throwing a Star Destroyer, so you know it's far.
Mm-hmm. He's going to try to crush it.
Mm-hmm. Throwing a hyzer flip to flat.
Very nice.
And that is just
Might
coasting.
Might go in.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That is the thing with this hole, though, Ben. If you finish left of the basket, it's going to skip and roll quite a ways.
Yeah, you can get a pretty firm left skip.
Mm-hmm. Danny throwing the Star Max pretty overstable into this headwind.
I'm going to try to hang this out wide.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Really?
Oh, no, Ian.
Man. That's going
Again,
left.
too much hyzer.
Yeah.
And Danny's going to give you a priceless reaction in a second.
Accurate. Nice, man. Nick throwing a boss here? Did you read that right?
Yeah, it's the Dr. Doug that he used to park hole 9 earlier.
Oh, that's a boss into a headwind right there, Ben.
It's a boss into a headwind.
Yeah.
Just kind of gets a little too much glide
Yep. It's gonna flip.
on the next box.
Jason throwing his X-Cal, which we've seen isn't extremely overstable like a new X-Cal, because that's getting some flip.
But it may be just right, but it looks like he hung it a little bit high.
Yeah, that's gonna finish left. At least it looked like it was probably gonna spike.
Yeah, yeah.
And Sias is going back to the well with that giant.
Mm-hmm.
Ooh, I like that.
Yeah, sent it pretty wide with a lot of hyzer.
Mm-hmm.
And you know he's got some power.
Huh?
Just a little short.
Mm-hmm. But probably the best drive, I'm gonna say.
Good spot to be. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, these are tricky upshots with the wind here and the slope green. Not gimme pars.
Right.
So Danny finished quite short
Danny
left.
with really important upshot right here. There's a lot of wind kicking.
Mm-hmm.
It's got to put it close.
Absolutely.
Look at this. Just coasting, catch a little air bounce, and settles up nice.
He'll take that.
Big time clutch shot.
Mm-hmm.
There he goes talking about his glow rocket 3 bouncing up and down again.
Yep. And Nick's coming down the hill. Just laying up for his par. Looks like a pretty decent layup to finish a little right.
Yep. Yeah, he's pretty close.
And Leaf also just laying up for his par.
Yep. I mean, Nick could have made a run at it, but I think at this point in the game, being close with Danny, maybe not knowing the exact score, you got to lay that up.
Yep. Smart play. Oh, Jason.
Jason, good play. That almost went in.
Mm-hmm. And Sias with the best drive. See if he can capitalize.
Jason might have had the best look because he knew he could run it aggressively.
Yep.
Sias runs it aggressively, but
Yeah.
off the top, and now look at this comebacker.
Mm-hmm. This is longer than he wanted.
Just hope he doesn't get another spit out, right?
Yep. Wow.
Oh, not that time.
Great par save, man.
Yes, indeed.
Nick saves his par, keeping pace with Danny, who I assume is going to make this one.
He should. Be a shame after a good upshot.
Yeah. There you go.
And he does. A little wobble, but it's in.
It was. A little Steve Rico action right there.
That's right.
And Leaf and Jay will drop in pars.
Mm-hmm.
No shame in a par on that hole. It's a tough one.
Oh, yeah. That's a good part.
Mm-hmm. And Danny still 1-stroke lead over Nick, 2 over Jason. And on a hole 26A, par 3, 271. And I throw in a little bit uphill bend, and it's just short of the trees.
It's another one of those you're just like, I gotta get this. It's wide open. It's not that long, but it is uphill. There's usually a little bit of wind.
Yeah, especially this late in the game, you really want it.
Leaf again going with the new disc, a Star Gazelle.
Ah, right on.
Clubbing up, I guess, for the uphill and the wind.
Mm-hmm. You get a little bit of left or right here.
Yep, and going understable, to make sure he gets up there.
Oh, that kind of worked. Kind of sailed
yeah.
in the wind, and then the wind kind of stalled out his fade.
Yeah.
Played it really nicely.
Reminds me of that song by Styx, Come Sail Away.
Yeah, there you go. And Danny hung it out a little far left, then. Gonna be left with a tailwind putt.
Hmm.
And Nick throwing a Star Destroyer.
U of O.
Gotta love it. This one should get close. That's a good disc.
Yeah, yep.
Oh,
it did not have Marcus Mariota on that one.
It did not. That was more Vernon Davis. Vernon, what's the guy's name?
I don't even want to know about it. It's bad.
Vernon something, man. He's struggling.
It's not the same.
It's hard watching Oregon football this year.
And that is your Oregon football section of the portion.
After all those Mariota years. And Sias, that's a great looking swing.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
Just look at it.
Just a little bit short, but that'll putt. Looks like Nick made a short right with his U of O Destroyer. I had a U of O Destroyer and I lost it into Montana.
Oh no.
And I lent it to somebody. I did not get it back.
Yeah.
If you find
it, disc in Montana.
If you find it in Montana, guys, I would love to have it back. It's out at Bohart Ranch.
I think you're more likely to meet Joe Montana than get your disc back.
Yeah, this is very true. And Danny coming up short on that putt. Needed that one.
It was a head scratcher.
It was. And Sias for bird.
You should have used head and shoulders.
Oh, no. That was terrible. And your joke, not his putt.
Well, his putt.
Although putt wasn't much better.
Sorry, Sias.
And Leaf, nice birdie.
Better putt than I would have made.
And Jason looking to get a stroke on Danny and Nick if he can make this. With his Star AVR downwind putt. Oh, atta buddy. I gotta say, Jason's probably putting the best out of the group.
Yeah, he's been canning some big ones.
It feels like that anyway.
Yeah, definitely.
And Sias coming back into that headwind for his par makes that no worries. Well, maybe just a little bit of worry.
A little bit of worry.
I'd have been worried more than he would. And
not too much worries.
Yeah, Nick and Danny with some pars, which is not what they wanted on that hole.
No.
So Nick and Jason are going to be tied for second, one back at Danny.
Sounds about right. I left this little discussion in here they have.
What were they talking about?
I think it's something to do with the basket leaning.
Okay, gotcha. But that is going to bring us to hole 27, which is our last hole, Ben.
Last hole?
Yep, and Danny has a one-stroke lead over Nick and Jason. 345. Yep.
Definitely a birdie opportunity.
Into a headwind?
Usually a lot of headwind, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You're hanging out too far right, you can go in the out of bounds or the tournament central area, which is out of bounds over there.
Mm-hmm. And the basket's up on a little bit of a mound here?
Definitely, yeah. You can leave yourself with a death putt if you go long. You can leave yourself with an uphill putt if you're short.
Yep. So it's a real make or break hole. See what they can do, especially considering it's the last hole and we're so tight here. And Leaf, that was a Firebird?
I believe so, yeah.
Into the headwind, which is a great disc selection.
Looks like it's coming back just a little short, but he's up pretty good. That's probably a 30-footer or so.
Gotta be a scary putt, though.
Yeah, but not as bad as the death putt. That, actually everything right and a little bit long is the death putt look.
Yeah. Jason throwing his X-Cal into the headwind.
Good choice.
Oh.
Hung up there a little bit, but... Oh, the big skip.
Yeah, got that X-Cal skip.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty hard pan right around the basket.
Right. That's another... You got some local knowledge still of this place.
Yeah, I remember it.
There's no ice plant right there.
Yep.
But,
Ooh, Danny hung it way wide, Ben.
he was scared of that OB. He didn't realize he hung it out so far.
Oh, wow. So left the door open for Nick to tie him, Ben. If he can get a good drive and a good putt here.
That's all it takes. It's right there.
Yep. Throwing that boss. If that didn't flip, that's going to work. Looks like
easier said than done. He's a little deep.
Wow, must have flipped a little bit.
But it's better than being short, I think.
Yeah. At least he wanted it.
Yeah.
Yeah. And Sias going T-Bird. Hopefully put some hyzer on this one because it's going to flip.
Yeah. You did.
Yep.
And hung it out a little left.
Mm-hmm. Going to be a longer putt than he wanted. Looking at Sias for his 2 after finishing short left.
There's a look from there, and you can see uphill he can be a little bit aggressive here. gives it a chance.
Yeah, he did.
Oh, just off.
Good run, though.
Yeah.
Danny
would be wise to lay up here, huh?
Yeah, with a one-stroke lead, absolutely.
But if he thinks Nick's going to put it in, well...
There's some smart...
That looked like just an upshot.
Yep, smart golf.
Yep.
So Nick needs this to tie.
He could make this.
Mm-hmm.
Puts it up high. Oh, just a little short.
Yep. Looks like Danny's going to walk away with this one, Ben.
Yeah, shout out to Too Short.
There's Jeff Junker.
Yep, Jeff Junker. TD'd the Visalia Final 9.
Mm-hmm. I guess Jason could tie.
This is definitely within range.
Yeah, he's been banging some long ones all day. Looks like he wants it.
Skylar's Rock.
Oh.
Also just a little short.
Needed to want it just a little bit more, Ben.
Shout out to Too Short. Man.
And Leaf coming up the hill for his birdie. Nope.
Oh, front rim banger.
Yeah. And Sias to save his par. Nice work there.
Good putt. We haven't had a lot of his tickle, no love.
Yeah, you're right, huh?
A lot of front rim bangers, a couple waterfalls.
Yeah.
I guess spit outs that borderline tickle, but I think at the pole it's not quite a tickle.
Yeah, they almost came like backwards.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's more of a shove than a tickle.
Monterey is not the place to get tickle, no love, apparently.
It's not. We got your winner right here, Ben.
Danny Kerfold.
Danny Kerfold doing work. Jason and Nick getting tied for second.
Yeah, Jason and Nick, and they will end up playing off in a second here.
Cool.
Which we will have for you.
Congrats to Danny, man. Really impressive performance, man.
Yeah, Danny, is a great guy. I've known him for a while, and yeah, he's always friendly and willing to talk about his game and whatever else might come up.
Yeah, and thanks everybody for your disc information. Hooking Ben up with that. That was awesome.
Yeah, they were all so nice and, more than happy to help make our video.
Very cool, man. Love that.
Yeah.
Danny Kerfold, 2015 Jelly
So
Jam.
here's Danny.
Give him a little congratulations there.
There's the card.
Quick look at the card. Jason with the hot round by one.
Oh, nice.
He started one behind Danny, ended up, or I guess two behind Danny.
Was that some was it the Colts coach? What's his name?
Playoffs. That's right.
Playoffs.
So this is for Open Masters. That's Kevin Couch from, I believe, Oakland.
Okay.
Shout out to Too Short.
Right on. And I've seen this guy before. His name's Jim.
This is Mr. Jim Hagan of Santa Cruz.
Yeah, I ran into him at BSF. Super nice guy.
Jim Hagan, a bit of a legend of the sport. In fact, you could say he copywrote some of the positions at De La Viega.
Oh, okay, cool. Plays
21 long is
amazingly
his.
smart golf.
Yes. He's a good thrower.
Uh-huh.
Hagan's a very good player.
Who's this guy?
This is Rob Ryan.
Oh, okay. Heard about him before.
He's been many different places, living in the area, Santa Cruz area now.
Mm-hmm.
San Jose. And put that one up close for birdie. Hagan, it was just a tough look.
Wow. Oh, front rim banger.
Front rim banger. Kevin should capitalize here and take home the trophy.
There it is.
It does.
Is that for first place?
That is.
Wow.
Well done. He's your Jelly Jam champion of the Open Masters division.
How about that, man? Nice work.
Well done.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And next up we have two different playoffs that are going to play the hole together.
Okay.
We're going to have the playoff for second place between Nick and Jason. And also the amateur M1 playoff for first place between Skylar Rain Mustaine of Santa Cruz and Jack Liu of the San Jose area.
Cool. Did they just flip for second and third right there?
They flipped for the second and third trophy. They all split the cash.
Oh, did they? Okay, gotcha. Right on. So, Jason up first. Throwing that X-Cow. Fade in nicely. Oh, or not.
Oh, wow. Just a little long.
Mm-hmm. And Nick. Oh, that's pretty wide. But it's coming back in. Wow.
Well done.
Nice try from Nick.
There's Jack Liu.
Yeah, okay. So here we got the advanced guys stepping up next.
Yep.
Jack, what did you say his last name was?
Liu. L-U.
Okay, cool.
He actually, him and Sias, I think, went out and tied for first in the NorCal doubles tournament.
Uh-huh.
The NorCal championships.
That guy has some Macbeth-looking form right there.
Yeah.
Like the hand tap on the disc and everything.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, if you're gonna copy somebody,
That's that's the dude.
Yeah.
And this is Schuler.
Yeah, Skyler.
Skyler, sorry.
It's spelled Schuler. He gets that a lot. But yep. And I think the wind kind of got under that and pushed it left.
Yeah,
so you
sure
can
did.
see he's got a pretty long putt.
Yeah.
Had to go for it. Jack's parked.
Oh wow, it sure is.
See, and Jack Lewis, your amateur champion.
Got a babe, nice work.
Jelly Jam goes over and gets the shake from Skyler. Turns into a hug.
Oh, that's nice, man.
He says, "Come here, you little bastard."
That's some West Coast disc golf right there.
That's right. West Coast.
We give hugs.
Shout out to Too Short.
Yeah. And Nick. Ooh,
Look at that putt from in there. Very nice.
that was a good putt.
Uh-huh.
And Jason needs this to match.
Very windy. Look at that.
Oh wow, yeah. Ooh, Jay with a clutch putt.
Uh-huh.
Had a babe.
Pushing it.
Mm-hmm. On to hole 2 here.
Well, hole 2. This was the tweener hole. Jason's going with his rock.
Ooh, that's looking good.
Tweener, like tween mid in a fairway, maybe, but he goes a little long. That wind really just pushed it there.
Yeah, apparently for Jason, it's a tweener between a mid and a putter.
Yeah.
And Nick looking to get a little bit closer.
And he's throwing his T-bird, right?
He comes up short.
Cuts it. Yeah.
Jason coming back into this headwind.
Right. This is going to be a tough putt.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
And he got it there.
There's that headwind. Just lift your disc right up.
And Nick kind of maybe got a fortune to roll out of that tree because he's got an open look now.
Yeah, he
but
does.
5 feet back and he'd be screwed.
Oh.
And he's good. He's up and in.
There it is for second place.
That's a second place trophy.
Right on. Well, cool, guys. I think that's all we got, Ben.
Yeah.
Awesome.
I think so.
Yeah. And like you said, you'll be out there filming the team challenge. Is that
In a week and a half on November 8th.
cool?
Yeah, look forward to that video when it is all done.
Nice, man. I think I'm actually going to film the team challenge at Morley too.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Look at this. Teaming up to film team challenges.
I know, man. It's team challenge season.
That's right.
But up next, after Jelly Jam footage, I'm almost done. Oh, I have 4 videos of the Rocky Mountain Disc Golf Championships done. Those will be coming out. After that, we got Cody Classic, and then maybe some Baskets and Barrels. There's some Beaver State Fling footage. There's lots of stuff coming out, Ben.
Very nice. That's exciting.
Yeah, we won't keep you guys wanting for disc golf videos over the winter. And
right.
Big year up ahead for Central Coast Disc Golf, so stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned, folks.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated. And thanks for watching, guys, and we'll catch you around.
Thank you.